Charlie grocery store. I'm the boss, George. I'm the owner of this grocery store. We are really a small grocery store. We only have 35 to 40 employees in our grocery store. And we have several managers. Each of them belong to different departments, and they have different responsibility in our grocery store. And Charlie is the accountant of our grocery store. Hi, is that UC Riverside Consultant Firm? I'm the Cheaspeake grocery store. I'm the boss, George. I'm calling you because recently our grocery store come up with some problems. Some employees complain that they received the wrong amount of their checks, and even they complain about the loss of their time card. And even worse, I'm the boss, but I don't know who I write checks to. I even write to people I don't know. So can you come and help me as soon as possible? I really need your help. Okay. That will be cool this afternoon. Okay, see you this afternoon. Bye.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Consultant from UC Riverside Consulting. How are you doing?
Good.
Great. So I understand you're having some problems
Yes.
with your firm, and we can totally help you with that.
Great.
Do you mind if I just look around your store a little bit and talk to some of your employees?
Come on, let's go.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Look at the check. I can't believe this happened again. Hey manager, look at my check. I worked 200 hours last month. I only get 180 hours pay. It's unfair to me.
Well, it's none of my business. It's you submit your time card to me. I just click it and transfer to Charlie. So whether your time, hours, and salary amount is accurate, it's not my business, okay?
I will talk to Charlie. I need to talk to him.
Excuse me.
Hey.
Hi, I'm the consultant that George hired. My name is Sean. I work with the UC Riverside audit firm. Can I ask you a couple questions about what just happened with your employee?
Of course.
So I understand that there was a problem with the paycheck of the employee. Can you walk me through what your role is as a manager in getting the employees paid and recording hours?
Well, as a manager, I just gather the time card from my employees and I submit the summary report to Charlie. It's Charlie's duty to print the checks and distribute them. So you can ask Charlie for details.
And Charlie is the accountant here?
Yeah, Charlie is our accountant.
Okay, so none of the employees should take any problems they have to you.
Yeah.
They should go to Charlie. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you so much. Hello, are you Charlie?
Yeah,
Hi, my name is
Charlie.
Sean. I work with the UC Riverside Consultants. How are you?
I'm fine. Please
Great.
sit down.
Thank you. So you're the accountant here, right, at Cheaspeake Grocery Store?
Yeah.
Would you be able to just explain really quickly what you do in the payroll cycle to get employees paid, and also what kind of information you handle as the accountant?
Okay, of course. We have a flowchart to show all these things.
Great.
First, as you can see, every week, the managers of the various departments will come to my office and bring in the employees' time cards and the summary report to me. After that, every month, I will accumulate all the employees' time cards with their work hours and type all the information into my computer using the Excel and spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet will include the social security numbers, deductions, and the hourly wage rate, year-to-date gross wages, and FICA tax withhold. After that, I'll print out the payroll register, and the payroll register includes each employee's gross wages, deductions, and net pay. And last, I will print out each employee's checks and distribute the checks to each employees. As you can see, although there are a lot of work for me, I'm trying my best to make sure every step is okay.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, I think.
Thank you.
So when you enter in the data from the payroll register and the time cards, that is all manual, correct?
Yeah.
So are there ever mistakes when you enter that information in when maybe there might be, the check amount might be a wrong amount?
Maybe sometimes, but I still try my best to make sure everything is correct.
Right, and sometimes it's hard to catch everything. And this spreadsheet with the social security numbers, is that the main spreadsheet for all the personnel information?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's maintained by you?
That's all maintained by me.
Okay, got it. And lastly, for the checks, are you the only one that has to authorize the checks, or does that go through anyone else before they're sent to the employees?
Only me to authorize the things.
Okay, I see. Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for your time, Charlie.
Me too. Thank you.
And it was really great to meet you. Have a good day.
Hey, nice to meet you again.
All right, so let's have a seat. So I understand you had 3 problems when you called us. And, just looking around, I think we definitely have some good solutions for those problems.
Oh, that's great.
So the first one that you mentioned to us was that employees were reporting that their checks were not for the correct amount, right?
Yes.
So that's definitely a problem, right? And we think that what was causing that was because your accountant, Charlie, was having to manually enter in the employee's time card hours into the payroll system and then write a check based on that amount. So we think that he may have miskeyed some of that information, which is bound to happen anytime that someone's entering in data manually. So our solution to that, we think that if you were to adopt a new time card software, which basically would prevent a lot of that manual work, both on Charlie's end and on your employee's end, because it would get rid of the whole manual time card. It would replace it with a computer system where when your employees come in, they will check in, log in with their employee ID number, and that will punch them in. Then when they leave at the end of the day, they'll sign out, and that will punch them out. This will both increase the accuracy of your time reporting system, and it will also remove a lot of the manual and self-reported data that the employees are submitting. And it would help Charlie because he wouldn't have to be manually entering in this data, which would help solve that problem. And it would also help to divide some of the responsibilities that Charlie has, because he's your only accountant right now.
Yes, because I really trust Charlie.
And I understand that. We totally understand that. But there are just certain risks when one accountant is doing so many different responsibilities, because he is paying the checks to the employees, he's calculating the hours to the employees.
Yes.
He records that information into your financial records, and there's no authorization for those checks. So he could write, even if it were, say, a mistake amount, that there's no one to double check that that's the right amount. So all those can cause problems.
It's really a good suggestion because I don't know that before.
Yeah, and a lot of people overlook that. And one of the things, there are a couple different softwares I think that would be really helpful. One of them is called Pensoft Software Systems, which would do basically what we were talking about. The other one is called ZPay Payroll Systems. And they both will have a one-time upfront installation fee and then a low-cost annual fee after that. So I think that would be a really great solution to that problem and actually help in some other areas too.
Yes, I think so.
Your second problem was that your employees are sometimes losing their time cards.
Yes, they do.
Right, and that can cause problems because then you don't know how much they worked actually. If they tell you they lost their time card, you don't know how much you
I
paid.
cannot take record of everyone's time card.
Absolutely. And I know that can be a headache. And I think that same solution with getting the time card software would really help with that as well, because it would eliminate the need for physical time cards and replace it with a computerized system like we talked about. So that would keep you from paying employees more than they worked. Say someone comes in 20 minutes late, you don't know about that,
Yes.
but they report that they worked the full shift. In this software, you wouldn't be paying for that 20 minutes of time. You'd only be paying for the time that they were actually here working, because there's a digitized clocking in system that can't be falsified. And it just makes the whole system more precise and makes the time payments more accurate. Lastly, you said that you have a problem where you're writing checks to people that frankly you just don't know the names of, because you have about 35 or 40 people working for you, and it's hard to know everyone, right? And I understand how that would make you nervous. You want to be sure that these are real people who are still working here and that deserve to be paid. And I think that the solution to this is maintaining a personnel file, which would integrate with the time card software that we're recommending that you use. Basically, it would require that someone maintain an up-to-date personnel file that has all of your employees' names and active employees' names, and label whether they're inactive, and also how much their current wages are. And that would be input into the time card software, which would then produce the payroll amounts that each employee should be paid. And that would reduce the risk of somehow there being a fake name or maybe a mistake name included in the payroll, or maybe a check for an employee who used to work here but doesn't work anymore, right? And obviously all those are risky. So one of the options is that you could maintain that HR file. We don't recommend that Charlie do that because he already has a lot of responsibilities, and we're actually trying to separate some of those duties. So if you have a little bit of time, you could take on that responsibility. It would only be updated whenever there's a personnel change or whenever there's a payroll change. Alternatively, if you're pretty busy right now, you could outsource this to a payroll company. It'd be more expensive, but it would help give you some more flexibility and free up some of your time. So I don't know what would work better for your schedule. Do you have a preference between those two? Well, I hope that those were helpful solutions for you. Please let me know if you have any follow-up questions or anything, and really just wish you the best of luck in implementing some of these.
Thank you. You really helped me a lot.
Well, I'm really glad we could be of service.
Thank you so much.
It's really great to meet you.
Me too. It's really great to meet you.
All right.
The consultant come to our grocery store. Our grocery store really made a great changes. First, with the payroll system, we can accurately take record of every employee's work time, and I can write to the right amount checks to them. So it's really cool with the payroll system. And secondly, I will separate Charlie's duty. I will not let him do all the things by himself. I will authorize his work.
Well, it's still like